Hey everybody, welcome back to another Dicon Dissectional production hosted by Deathstroke9. Today we're going to be reacting to The Pretenders, and the song is Back on the Chain Gang, which was actually super heavily requested on my last Pretenders reaction, and then again heavily requested under my video asking for requests. So, we're back with more Pretenders. I really liked the first song. I'm excited to check this out. If you're new to the channel, my name is Daniel, and here we react to music, and I try to figure out what the music and the lyrics mean to me personally. If that sounds interesting to you, consider, subscribing, liking the video, all those things, all the typical YouTuber stuff. All right, thank you so much for joining me. Let's jump right into it, shall we? The Pretenders, Back on the Chain Gang. 3, 2, 1.
Of you, what hijacked my world at night, to a place in the past we've been cast out of. Now we're back in the fight. We're back on the train. Chain gang.
Interesting.
Circumstance beyond our control. The phone, TV, and the news of the world got in the house like a pigeon from hell. Through sand in our eyes and descended like flies. Put us back on the train. Back on the chain gang.
Love the bass line. And that.
Us to live like we do. Bring me to my knees when I see what they've done to you. But I'll die as I stand here today, knowing that deep in my heart they'll fall to ruin one day for making us part. Of you.
Sorry, I forgot to pause it. Let's just keep going.
I found a picture of you.
That's sad.
Those were the happiest days of my life. Like a break in the battle was your part. In the wretched life of a lonely heart. Now we're back on the train. Back on the chain gang.
That was pretty cool. All right, that was the Pretenders. Or actually, every time I do that wrong, Pretenders. Pretenders, Back on the Chain Gang. Yeah, so Back in the Chain Gang was originally released as a standalone single in the fall of '82, a year after their second album, Pretenders 2. It became the band's first of 2 top 10 US hits. It also reached top 40 in the UK, New Zealand, Belgium, and the Netherlands. The song was then later included on their third album, Learning to Crawl, which came out more than a year after this single. From 1978 until '82, the Pretenders were Chrissy, James, Pete, and Martin. Chrissy and Martin decided to fire... Did they fire? Pete. Because he was refusing to treat his drug addiction. Honeyman Scott went along with the decision, but a few days later died in an accidental overdose. Then Pete Farden ended up dying of an overdose a few months later. Back on the Chain Gang was written about the passing of Honeyman Scott, released 3 months after his death. When asked how she could return to releasing music so quickly after the loss, she told Rolling Stone in '84, "What else were we going to do, stay at home and be miserable? Or go back into the studio and do what we dig and be miserable?" So every song on the album Learning to Crawl, if it sounds like she's singing about a dead friend, then she probably is. That's sad. That's really messed up, too. Huh. I found a picture of you. What hijacked my world that night to a place in the past we've been cast out of. Now we're back in the fight. So yeah, someone's gone, and we're back in it. We're back on the train. We're back on the Chain Gang. Chain Gang is a group of convicts who are chained together while they do manual labor, usually outside. A circumstance beyond our control, the phone, the TV, and the news of the world got in the house like a pigeon from hell, threw sand in our eyes, and descended like flies. News of the World was a British tabloid newspaper, once very popular, that went out of business in 2011. It specialized in scandal, celebrity news, and splashy, provocative headlines. This line could have a double meaning. The world itself intruded in their lives with unwanted information, or paparazzi and nosy media intruded in their relationship. Queen also used the name of this newspaper for their hit 1977 album. Throwing sand in our eyes and descending like flies, the vultures, if you will, put us back on the Chain Gang. The powers that be force us to live like we do, bring me to my knees, and I see what they've done to you. But I'll die as I stand here today, knowing that deep in my heart, they'll fall to ruin one day for making us part. Well, that's a powerful bridge. Drug addiction forces people to behave in ways that they normally wouldn't and can change personalities. Farndon was sacked because the drugs had made him aggressive and confrontational, and he refused to get treatment. 2 days after losing Farndon, Honeyman Scott was dead from an overdose as well. In her memoir, Reckless, she says that she never got over losing Pete, never talking to him again. And she coped with Honeyman Scott's death by imagining what he would do every time she had to make a decision. Wow. It's like the ghost is still with her. That's so... I found a picture of you. Those were the happiest days of my life. Like a break in the battle was your part in the wretched life of a lonely heart. And now we're back on the train, back on the Chain Gang. But it's ironic in a very dark way because they're not all chained together. They've lost 2 of their members. That's so sad. All right. That's Pretenders, Back on the Chain Gang. Powerful song, very sad song. Yeah. All right. Thank you for joining me. Stay tuned for more videos, I guess. I'll see you guys soon. Deathstroke 9 out.